So for today I've got this, I've written this, the commentaries on this, the Yoga Patanjali Yoga Sutras. So I was born wartime, so the clock was shifted. It was either shifted back or front, I don't know. So the time of my birth is 1:51 p.m. That is the time of my birth. So it must have been at 3:51 p.m. or 2:51 p.m. and it's gone to 1:51 p.m. So after that we'll release the book and you all can buy the book. I've just brought the book, it's packed. So it will be in the Divine Shop. This was you. Thank you. So I think we'd be caught eating lunch or something like that at that time. So that time we can be a bit still and meditate for 5 minutes. 1:51 to 2. How much? Is that too much of meditation for you? 1:51 to 2 we meditate. Whatever you want to meditate. Wishing the Guru, that's the time to wish. 1:51 to 2. Did Rudra tell you anything? I have to get. What time do we give the broadcast for the message and what is the message? What message do I have to give? What is the message?
You said discuss and ask him to think. Romila.
Huh? Oh. Hello, Romila. Thank you. I was remembering you 2 days back. I said I was in a great difficulty and I remembered Romila. Do you remember about 10-15 years back we went to buy kurtas, the Lucknowi kurtas. Bombay में there's कहीं नहीं है और Pune में भी कहीं नहीं है. It's out of the market. They don't make it. That's why I remembered you. I said if Romila was here, she would have magically produced them. Do you remember? Do you remember that time? Do you remember when we went together and brought that? Do you remember? यानी बुढ़ी नहीं हुई तुम. You are as young as ever. She said आपके कंपनी में कैसे? I'm Jyoti is looking much younger, 16 or something. हाँ कायाकल्प किया उसने. Secretly sneaking ahead of us. You know. Okay, so take care. God bless you. Okay. ऐसे ही करते रहना दूर से. हाँ? पास नहीं आना. Okay, so look after your health and all my the best wishes to Pradeep and everyone. Let them be in good health. Okay, bye. Take care. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. In this thing with my disciples, they don't grow. You know, like they have 10,000 disciples. Because with everyone, sometime or the other, there's some personal incident. You can easily note out, you know, like when we went there, there was some personal incident. Kahin bhi ho. Always. So it could never be made a business or a system of मैंने तुमको delegate किया, तुमने उसको delegate किया, इसने इसको, and then we have a big organization. It has to be personal because I'm painting the soul and I'm sculpting the consciousness to go towards God. So if I'm personally working on you, then it cannot be a delegation. Because I still have not understood the nature of my work. I'm going to many people all over the world who have never seen me in their lives. So in a normal, practical way, a businessman will say, why waste your time? Those people don't come to you, you haven't been to them. But there may be some past life connections which have to be finished. So I go there, I give them the mantra, I give them the blessings or whatever is to be done, and then you move on. So the soul or the consciousness is not a personal thing in this person. Conscious death is samadhi. If you can learn to die consciously, like when you're passing out of your body and you're going to die, you can be aware that you are passing out of your body is lying there and you have moved out. But normal death is the body goes to sleep and you go to sleep with your body. Like every night, you should not be afraid of death. Death is a losing of one's identity. So every night we are dying. But we are so stupid that we forget that we are not the body but the soul, which we just learnt last night in sleep. That time we were not body. In a dreamless sleep, when you have no dreams, your Atma comes out of your body. Your body is there. Every day you learn the lesson कि मैं देह नहीं मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं देह नहीं मैं आत्मा हूँ. And how many times have you slept since you were born? And still then we have not learnt the lesson. We know it happens, but we cannot retain the memory of us being separate from our body while we were sleeping, of us being conscious of our body while we were sleeping. That is what is to, you have to remember. And who is God? Who is the God within you? Leave alone the cosmic God. Who is the God? अपने में का भगवान कौन है? The witness is the God within you. Sakshi. But there's no other thought in your watching. Two children are playing and you're doing this. And one child hits the other child. No reaction, but you're just witnessing. That witness is God watching. What if you say, oh my God, let me go on this thing. Then the mind, the buddhi gets involved and you go and stop the fight and all. So usually because of the close proximity and the purity of the mind gets purified. You know, it has a lot of vasana of tamogun, then it has bhavana of rajogun, you know. And then when only sattva gun is left, the mind becomes the ritambara mind, the bearer of truth, and it reflects the Atma. And in the reflection, when it reflects the Atma, it thinks itself to be the Atma. This is the heresy of mistaken identity. You understand? Very clear, no? Different language, I'm not using a religious language, but and when you mistake yourself for the Atma, that is your ego. The buddhic ahamkar mistakes itself for Atmic consciousness. When the buddhi mistakes itself for the Atma, that is the heresy of mistaken identity. Now when will this identity, when the buddhi becomes as pure as the Atma, then it merges into the Atma. When the buddhi becomes pure unto the likeness of the Atma, but not as pure as, that means the difference between the Atma is light and electron. When the electron becomes light, then the Atma, Buddhi and Manas become one. Father, mother and son become one. So this is what I have written in the Patanjali Sutras, where it says, when the Atma becomes as pure as the Buddhi, then the desirelessness of the Buddhi releases its grip of wanting and meanness and minus, and releases the Atma to go into its own sphere. But it still has a mistaken identity. It can see the Atma but through its mind, the Buddhic mind. So the Buddhi, which is composed of electrons, has to be dissolved because before it becomes the light of Atma. Some people told me use the scientific terms because it makes it very concrete for people to understand. You know, you can know what the electron is, you can see the light of the torch, so you can connect. Because if you say Atma and Buddha, it doesn't mean anything. You have to bring it down, give the concrete example. That's what I've given in this book. That's what makes this book special. That I've given ideas from the scientific point of view, from the old mythological point of view, and my own opinion, but based it on a scientific platform. The only place where even the Atma or the lightless light becomes nothing is in Paramatma. And nobody can tell about it. You can just point. And there will be short verses like this, but you'll spend the whole day thinking of one verse. Then there's another explanation I've given. I'm just chewing on the verses that I've given. There's how many types of sound are there? How many types of sound? And when does sound become light? I've given that. Because it's very important, and because Omkar is the sound, and if you think that it is the gross Omkar, which you're talking about, then you're mistaken. Because light travels at 300,000 kilometers per second and the sound travels at 700 miles per second. But sound is Vak. Vak Saraswati, which we call, or Vak Shakti. So there's this, the sound, which is the Vaikhari Vak, which is the gross sound, which I'm saying now. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. So this is Vaikhari Vak. Then there, subtler than the Vaikhari Vak is the Madhyama Vak, which is called Sthavan. In Marathi we say, to Sthavan karata hai. Who knows? Who are the Maharashtrian Marathi speaking people? Very few people from Maharashtra come to me. I don't think so. They are very intelligent people and very intelligent with an ego. So the Shishta Mandal, it doesn't want to leave its own group and come and learn from a bloody yogi with a Western education or some idiot in the jungles and all. They cannot. And so they're sticking to the dead letter word. The living spirit is here, man. The living spirit is here. So don't miss what they have done. Or any intellectual people, they mistake the dead letter of Panditya for the living spirit of God. So don't mistake the dead letter of intellectual, I would say it's jargon, if it doesn't make you realize God, definitely. For the true spirit of God, which you must experience. So that is this Sthavan, which is, it's like Jala Putputna Manta. You'd see when my mother and all they used to pray, it's like a whispered sound, little more than a whisper. Sthavan. Oh. Then after Sthavan comes the Pashyanti Vak, which is mental. And at a certain stage of the Pashyanti Vak, where it becomes just one Vak and it stills, there's no movement, and it's practically still with one flow. When it is transiting to to Paravak, which is the fourth type, then it becomes light. It takes on the form of light. Fiat Lux, Lakshmi, Lakshmi. So Saraswati becomes Lakshmi and Lakshmi becomes Devi in these Vaks. So this, if you explain it like this, then the people will say, "Arey, apna religion, all religions are very scientific." So in what they did, Hegel and Kant and Aristotle and all, they were chewing the cud. It was intellectual chewing of the cud. Because I'm not saying that they want people who realized that they were great people, and the disciple of Buddha, the great, wonderful Pythagoras. He was a man of realization. And he led the whole group of these philosophers, the Greek group of philosophers. And then Pythagoras came to Gautam Buddha with all his knowledge of all the Vak, but he had not gone into the Paravak, which was the transition of the subtlest sound, into light. As long as you are reading, as long as you read intellectual books and are a very wonderful intellectual person and a vidwan and a philosopher, you always rigidize yourself as the I, as you, as yourself. The moment the electron transforms into light, you will drop the book and flow with the wave. That is still a very high state. Light is the highest state of mind. It is the Paravak. That is even light. Even light is Paravak. The electron is Pashyanti. And I'm just speaking spontaneously to give you a concrete grip of what I'm talking. And then the Madhyama is electroprotonic. And then the Vaikhari Vak, the loud Vak, has electron, proton and neutrons, all three in it. That's why it is the subtlest of our gross body is sound. So it has electron, proton and neutron, like our body has electron, proton and neutron. The Vaikhari Vak, that is the gross audible sound, is composed of electrons, protons and neutrons, which is known as Vaikhari Vak. Then the subtler Samputikaran, not Samputikaran, Putputna or Sthavan, or just whispering with a slight sound, is electroprotonic. It's a electroprotonic. That is subatomic. Then the sound which is Pashyanti Vak, which is mental Vak, is electronic. And the Paravak is light. That's why Fiat Lux, Lakshmi. Are you getting the connection between science and what am I trying to weave here for you? Right? I'm here like a mother stitching a good sweater, Fair Isle sweater for you all, so that you can see it with your eyes. You can't see it unless the mother stitches the Fair Isle is very difficult, right? To stitch. It's a typical type of sweater. It's an old type. Your mother must be knowing the word. You don't know it, right? So it's old. So when you go to Paravak, and that Vak is light. So you can say the first one, the Samputikaran, is Vak Saraswati. So this thing, not the Samputi, the Sthavan, the whispering is Vak Saraswati. And the Pashyanti is Lakshmi, where she is electron, Lakshmi. And the Paravak is Shakti, Durga, Uma, the first light, the virgin light. But then, beyond light is not her scope, because she is everything in creation. And the whole creation is made of three people. Born from her, three Shaktis. The Para Prakriti Amba is the transcendental matrix, from whom is born Maheshwar, Vishnu and Brahma. Okay? I'm explaining it to you in a scientific way. Who is Brahma? Brahma is the first mind, the universal I amness. I am all of this. Aham Brahmasmi. Is Brahma? He is light. Because from his light and the first explosion in creation at the Big Bang, creation was created, and that is God the Creator, Brahma. Then subtler than him is space. And we call him space, or his name is Vishnu. So what does Vishnu mean? The all-pervader. Vishnu pervades everything. Brahma is the expander, which is light. Vishnu is the pervader, which is space. And Shiva, Kal, is Mahankal, is Shiva. Actually, Mahankal is a state beyond that, but it is Shiva, Kal Shiva. So causation is light, space and time. Causation, space and time. Light, space and time are the three deities in the undifferentiated fabric of the mother, which is still the cosmic undifferentiated fabric of radiant ether. The moment she quivers, the great light of Brahma is born. Okay? Then, no, before that, the Shiva element is born. The timeless time, timelessness. Then is Vishnu born, pervading all space, omniscience, omnipotence, omnipresence. The Vishnu and omniscience is Brahma. So these are the three states which are born in the forms of light, and these three gods who Brahma is light, Vishnu is space, and Shiva is time, Mahankal, are the three deities who pervade the creation of creation and who are the veritable gods, but in relativity. And the moment Shiva goes into his meditation again, the light becomes the lightless light. There is no desire, there is no even the last electron, and then there is no light. Even the light, because Kal or Shiva, Shankar in creation is light, but beyond creation, he is beyond light, he is faster than light. So who is Shiva? A time reversed phenomena. I will explain to you how he is the time reversed phenomena. Shiva is, as Shankar is traveling at the speed of light in the great mind of Brahma and Vishnu pervading all space. They are one and yet three. One being with three functions. Now when Shiva goes into meditation, he passes, the rings pass not. And he transcends the speed of light. Anything which travels at the speed of light, its mass is infinite. Anything which transcends the speed of light, time stands still. Anything at the speed of light, so time stands still. The moment you cross the speed of light, if time stands still, if you go faster than time, then it has to be reversed. So it's called a time reversed phenomena. This is what happens. And Shiva is a time reversed phenomena, and he goes into the great beyond, Alak Niranjan. So he is passing through the tunnel of, what is the verse? What is the word you like?
Nirvan Niranjan Moksha.
Yeah, Nirvan Niranjan Moksha. This is what he is passing through. So he goes beyond the transcendental matrix, beyond the Paraprakriti Amba, and then he goes into what is called the Parabrahma or Param Shiva. Mahankal merges into Param Shiva. So do you understand how this is in terms of causation, space and time? All the causation, all your Akashic records, everything you've done in your past, present and future is in an ultimate state of Pradhan, Alinga, or the undifferentiated fabric of light. It is a homogeneous fabric of radiant ether. And in that is embedded all your karmas of your past, present lives and future formative lives, which you have the free will to form as per your practice of Kriya Yoga or your practice of becoming a big businessman or whatever you do. So relativity sprouts from the undifferentiated fabric of radiant ether, which is called Mahat Brahma or Mahat Buddhi, the light. But it is the divine mind. So as long as you're in relativity, you're still in divine mind, although you see Krishna with the flute and Ram and Jesus and you have visions, you're still in divine mind. You're in a state of Aham Brahmasmi. This is the state of the Prakriti Laya Purush. But after you transcend the state of the Prakriti Laya Purush, Prakriti Laya Yogi, then you transcend it, transcend the speed of life, then you become the pure Purush. When you go into the Seedless Samadhi. Have I been able to explain to you, make you understand what it is? So this is the birthday message you can take from this, spread it to all, any small 2 pieces or any 10 minutes. So this is my blessings for you for the birthday message. But I want to give a simpler message also. My love is with you, I am for you. In the breath of everyone, as you know, thousands of you have experienced me breathing through your breath. I am just a more essential and subtler part of you. You will see, like people say, you can keep them in or do whatever you want. People say that people get the government they deserve. People get the government they deserve. So also you get the Guru you deserve. Right? So you have called for the Guru who is projected. He is brought forth and here he is. He is giving you the best of contemporary thought. You don't want the youngsters to say, this is nothing. So my little granddaughter will come and say, what is all this religion and this thing? It doesn't make sense. But if you give them a scientific explanation, they will agree to it more. And now it makes so much more sense. So I am there for you, my love is with you on this birthday. I am born in you anew, provided you practice Kriya Yoga sincerely. Let us collect together this one big family union, this one big spiritual union. Unity, humanity. Come, unity, humanity. Let's form community, humanity. Om. Okay, you can switch. Just take this away. Take it away. Just take it away and put